Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a review and demo of the new Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin. This is what it looks like here. This just came out, I want to say maybe a few weeks ago, and I believe Covergirl also came out with a clean matte foundation as well. And honestly, I never really strayed towards BB creams, but I had seen that this one was a little bit more full coverage than your average BB cream. So that's why I thought I would test it out for you guys today. So just to give you guys a little bit of background about the product, basically you get 1 fluid ounce in the tube. It retails anywhere from about $6.49 to $8.99 depending on where you purchase it. I picked mine up at Walgreens because that's where I found mine, and I think it was like $8.99. They did have like buy one get one 50% off, but I just wanted one. As far as the color selection, there are 6 shades in the line, and I guess that's kind of decent, you know, for a drugstore BB cream. Often BB creams don't have a huge range of selections. But again, this doesn't really cater to dark skin tones, which I know a lot of drugstore, foundations or BB creams are like that. I actually found one that matches my skin fairly decently. I think it's a little bit light, especially going into the summer. I may not be able to use it for very long. I may have to darken it up. But it works right now. You know, once I bronze up my skin, it works pretty well. I did purchase the shade Light Medium, and that's the color that I'm wearing today. And then I went a shade darker. I picked up medium, but it was a little too peach undertone, so it just didn't work out for my undertone. So I actually tried mixing the two together because I thought maybe I can darken this one up a bit, but it was just, the other one was a little too overpowering. I didn't like the shade or the undertone. I need a little bit more yellow undertone for my personal skin. But honestly, overall, I think this is a great BB cream. I would say the coverage is like medium. It is a little bit buildable. You can build up certain areas. It's very lightweight on the skin. It definitely is matte. And I think it's perfect for oily skin types. I've worn this BB cream all day to work, and I really like it. I think it wears very nicely on the skin. It doesn't really break up throughout the day. My bronzer and everything stays in place. I have kind of like combination to oily skin, and I get very oily in my T-zone. It doesn't matter what foundation I wear, no matter how matte, how long wearing it is, I always get a little bit oily in that area. So same thing with this one. I always expect to, have to blot or touch up maybe once throughout the day. But overall, the longevity of this is very nice. It's very lightweight. It's very blendable. The only downfall that I found for this BB cream is that when you're highlighting throughout the high points of your face, it dries. I don't know how to explain it. I guess the BB cream kind of dries to like a powder finish. So when you go to put, like concealer throughout the high points of your face to highlight, it like dries. You can see like the lines you drew on your face. So you have to work very quickly. You have to do like one spot at a time. My under eye concealer usually blends out pretty easy, but the rest of my face, for some reason, when I go and highlight throughout the, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, or my forehead, you can see like the mark that I put on there. So you just have to blend it out really quickly. That was the only downfall that I saw with this BB cream. The other thing is I wish it really had an SPF in it. But it doesn't, so that's fine, but it would have been nice for the summer. But overall, I think this is a very nice BB cream. It's not very sheer like your typical BB cream, so if you want something sheer, this may not be for you. I would say this, is light to medium coverage, definitely buildable to a nice medium. But my overall opinion on this is that it's a great BB cream. I'm going to be wearing this all throughout the summer. I'm not a fan of like sheer, BB creams or tinted moisturizers. I like at least medium coverage. So on days where I know I'm going to be out and about, maybe in the hot sun, I will reach for something like this when I don't want a full, kind of heavy coverage. This is what I'm wearing today, and I think it looks very nice. Everything blends out really easily as far as like my bronzer. I used a cream bronzer today. I used a cream as well as a powder highlight, and everything blends out really nicely. It sits nicely on top of the BB cream, and like I said, it doesn't break up throughout the day. So I really like this, and let's just go ahead and jump right into the demo. That way you can see kind of how it wears and sits on the skin. I did half of my face with the Beauty Blender and half with a flat tip kabuki brush, And to be honest, I didn't really notice a difference in either. I didn't get any more coverage with one versus the other. They both looked pretty nice, so I think you can use either or, whichever you prefer. I did use a primer because I always use a primer. I have, you know, large pores in my T-zone, so I always like to use at least a smoothing primer. One other thing I will mention, I do not like this with a matte primer. It can get a little cakey. So if you are going to use a primer underneath it, I would use more of like a smoothing primer or something maybe a little bit more moisturizing depending on your skin type. I've used this with like the NYX Angel Veil and it works so perfect if you're looking for a drugstore primer. But yeah, I wouldn't use a mattifying primer with this because it got a little heavy. So I hope this review was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section. I did review the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation that just came out as well. So if you're interested, I will link that down below in the description bar. But let me know what your thoughts are if you guys have tried this out or any new drugstore products. I'm always curious to try. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you can catch my next video and we can stay connected. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.